Hey guys, so ever since I have been transforming my basement into a home gym, I've wanted to create this mirror wall to get the vibe of a gym during quarantine. It's a cheaper option than anything I've seen on YouTube, so I'm going to show you how to do it yourself at home. First, let's talk about which mirrors I used. I purchased mine from Menards because they were the cheapest choice from Target, Walmart, and even the dollar store for my specific size wall that I was trying to cover. These are all of the details. I'll leave the link down below for anyone who would want to purchase the same ones. This is what they look like from the front. They have a black frame and then the mirror, and then this is what they look like from the back. Step one is to remove the frames from the mirror. For this, you're going to need some type of sharp tool like a box cutter, an X-Acto knife, or even an open pair of scissors, whatever you have on hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut along the edge where the frame and the mirror meets. You should be able to see that little ridge, and you're just going to cut that so that we have a little seam to begin removing the glue later. Once you've done that all the way around, you're going to need these two tools. First, something that gives off some heat. A blow dryer would work great. I use this craft heating gun that I had on hand, but anything that gives off some heat will work. And then you're going to need something that's a little bit sharp, like a pen or the edge of a ruler. Here I'm using this paper scorer because that's just what I had, but you can really use anything. So what you're going to do is you're going to begin applying heat to the edge of the frame. The key to this long process is to heat up the area really well so that the glue just glides off and does not give you a hard time. Once you've heated up really well, you can go in with like your tool and just glide off all of the glue and remove any paper that naturally comes off. You don't have to worry about 100% removing all the glue because any leftover will be heated up later. And don't even worry about removing the paper because it's not even going to show when it's on the wall. This process does take a long time, but if you really heat it up well, you can get this done in a couple days. It took me forever because I was trying to learn how to do it because all these videos on YouTube made it look so easy when it actually was not. Once you've done that around all of the edges, you're going to go back in with the heat to loosen up any leftover glue, and you can go ahead and begin pushing the mirror upwards to get the mirror separated from the frame. Do not apply pressure while you're doing this because I got some little cracks around the edges of my mirror, so you want to be very, very careful. If you're heating up the glue properly, it should only require a little lift. Once you went around and loosened up all of the glue, you now have a mirror that is separated from the frame. Step two is to polish the fronts of the mirror. During this process, a lot of the glue can end up on the face of your mirror, so you can just go in with some glass cleaner and some more heat to get off any glue that made it around the edges of the face of the mirror. You don't want any of that to show. Step three is re-adding the support that we removed from the mirrors when we took off the frames. Without the frames, these mirrors are so fragile and thin. I actually cracked 2 of my 11 mirrors. So to prevent this, what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of cardboard that is a little bit smaller than your mirror. I made mine like half an inch smaller, and you're just going to glue it onto the back of your mirror with some hot glue. This makes the mirrors way easier to handle. You won't have to worry about cracking them when you lift them up or anything, and it makes them last way longer on your walls, and it also makes them fit into the mirror clips that we're going to use later. Finally, the best step, which is getting to hang them on the wall. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure out all of your mirrors and figure out the placement on your wall by using a pencil and just sketching it out. I placed mine 22 inches from the floor, and I left equal distance on each side of the wall to make the mirror right in the middle. But this is going to vary depending on your size wall and your size of mirrors. Everyone on YouTube says to use this mounting tape to hang your mirror, but if you're not planning to remove all the paper from the back or use the support of the cardboard, then this is not going to work because the tape actually does not adhere to paper. So I just wanted to let you guys know because a lot of people on YouTube are using that tape, but it did not work for me. Instead, we're going to use these mirror clips that I also got from the hardware store. It comes with a little plastic clip, the anchor for the wall, and then the screw to hold it all together. So I'm going to show you guys how to use these. Basically, mark where you're going to have to put this clip, which should be in the middle of the width of your mirror. That would be 6 inches for mine because the width of my mirrors were 12. Then if you don't have a drill, go ahead and do what I did and just hammer in the screw that it came with. If you do have a drill, this is where you would make the hole. But I went ahead and just hammered that in and then used my screwdriver to make the hole a little bit bigger to fit my anchor. Then you're going to go ahead and lightly hammer in your anchor and erase any pencil lines to make sure that you have a clean wall. And then go ahead and screw in your mirror clip facing up. This is when you're going to go ahead and place your mirror inside of the bottom clip. Go ahead and mark your wall where you're going to put the top clip. I just did this by pushing the screw so that I have that little mark, and then I went ahead and repeated the same process of making my hole and lightly hammering in the anchor but not screwing in the clip yet. Okay, now that you have your anchor inside, replace the mirror and then screw in your top clip once you have the mirror inside, as you can see here. And then there you go, you have it hung on your wall, and you're basically going to repeat this process for all of your mirrors. Make them flush next to each other. Make sure all your measurements are accurate or else you'll get a little bit of uneven edges like I had. You can barely notice it, but just to fix that, make sure your measurements are even. That is your gym mirror wall. I hope this video was helpful. Please check out the description box for more details and tips. Let me know how yours turns out. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!